Ready to transform teaching and learning? Welcome to your all-in-one toolkit for using AI effectively and ethically. Designed specifically for educators, trainers, and instructional designers, this resource turns theory into practical classroom strategies. Every module follows the ADDIE model from initial analysis to final evaluation. I created a purposeful, feedback-driven structure to ensure a clean, modular flow that simplifies complex AI concepts into actionable steps. Let's take a quick look.
Welcome to my digital toolkit designed for educators that are exploring AI supported workflows. So, this site was built to help teachers use Microsoft Teams and Copilot intentionally, ethically, efficiently. But although I've focused on Teams and Copilot, it can actually be used for other generative AI and technology. Um, I unfortunately will not be able to go through every one of these items up here. It is an extensively built toolkit with lots of drop-down menus. So I would love for you to look through this further once you watch this little intro video. So my framework is TPAC, UDL, social learning theory. So I have some of this here. So on TPAC in action, here I'm explaining how technology, pedagogy, and content, it all intersects. But I also try to keep accessibility in mind. This is a carousel. I personally love carousels. But if you're low visioned or anything of that nature, it's not going to be accessible. So to make it accessible, I also have it written out in written form so that way you can utilize it that way. You'll notice as we continue to go through that UDL, which is Universal Design for Learning, does show up throughout the toolkit, especially when you're looking at using Copilot in Teams. I'm modeling multimodal feedback, chunked steps, accessible rewrite options, things of that nature. So you can see some of the chunked information here. AI and education. Here's some education as well. And it's multimodal. My OERs are built throughout this toolkit. So if we go to the teacher guide, I use backward design. I started with what the outcomes that the teachers needed, like rewriting, um, summarizing meetings, drafting agendas, things of that nature. My personal background is in corporate education, not through K through 12. However, this still could be used through K through 12. I would focus this more on at least the 16 plus age group, but it is not exclusively for corporate. Now, for some professional standards, Copilot to do rewrites, I do have a knowledge check built in it. If you'll come to the support and extension page down here, it's just a short little knowledge check. So that way you can test yourself to see if you understood the key concepts from this toolkit. I have some interactive activities up here as well. I have two of them. One of them I completely built from scratch because I read some of the research that made me think back to the movie The Matrix. And when you go on this one right here, you can read about that to see what I'm talking about.
I hope you've enjoyed this short introduction to my toolkit. I value feedback, so if you have any to share, you will see buttons throughout the toolkit that will direct you to the feedback area. Subscribe to my YouTube to follow my journey through grad school or follow me on LinkedIn. Thank you.